I was in the forces for a long time, joined at 16, got out at the age of 36. I was lucky enough to gain an opportunity to work for a charity working with clients with substance use problems. Unfortunately, I became ill. That coincided with the end of the contract, which meant that that employment came to an end. I then went on to ESA, Employment Support Allowance, which is the sort of incapacity benefit as such. I was encouraged to go and see an agency, the Shore Trust, to see if they could help us with any funding, because my idea was certainly to try and get some training to see if I could get a different future employment and go in a different direction, because I felt substance misuse was very much a dead end from the funding point of view, because I wanted to get something a little bit more stable. During my time in the armed forces, a lot of the responsibility I had was gauged towards health and safety work. I found out that was something I very much enjoyed, so I decided, being out of the substance misuse, being out of the army, I wanted to gain a direction somewhere in that field. So I went to try and get some funding with reference to a NEBOSH, which is Occupational Health and Safety Course Certificate, which would hopefully lead on to a diploma in the future. It was following my initial interview with the job centre. It was my very first one. I got in touch with an advisor there. I mentioned that one of my future goals was to gain some qualifications in health and safety. I told them at that time that I would have problems to fund it myself, would any opportunities available. I was then sent across to a Shore Trust, which were very helpful, but unfortunately didn't feel that they had the funding available for someone like myself at that time, and I was encouraged to go to Action for Employment. One of the major benefits that I feel that I've achieved by going to ESF, firstly, was breaking down the barrier of confidence. I was unemployed for 6 months, the only time I've ever been unemployed in my life, and I think my confidence did take a little bit of a bruising. I was actively encouraged to go for the job at A4E to get back into tutoring. I always enjoyed being a tutor and being an instructor in the army, and I think that's something that Angela really brought back to me, and obviously with the funding of the course, the extra skills I was learning, and something I was really interested in, which was the health and safety, and I think it's been a massive, massive impact on my confidence with that. With reference to new skills that I've gained since working for A4E, it's very much the way that I deliver, the way that I tutor. The armed forces is definitely a different way of delivering to people, with a different mindset of the people that you're trying to teach, and certainly the mixed abilities of the people that I've had to tutor, and I think it's made a massive impact, and I think it's improved me as an instructor. On completion of the training course, I would like to think long term, I would really like to start my own business in delivering health and safety. It is a risky time at the moment, I realise, but I am happy to continue to deliver at A4E and hopefully start delivering some training courses at A4E. And if that's a benefit for the clients that we work with, then hopefully that'll be payback for the company for giving us the opportunity in the first place.